leave me in there. I'd have like a Game Boy or something like that, and they would be in there for about 30 minutes, and they'll come back out. That was cool.
I just went to the back seat and either slept or sat in the front and pretended that I was driving.
Yeah, or I would lay in the back, I'd play with my shit, and then I was cool.
Well, at least you locked the door, because one time I was left in the car with my little brother, and some stranger came into the passenger seat, and he just sat in. I was just like, it was really scary.
He just sat in? That was it?
He just sat in, yeah, because like I was in the back seat with my little brother, and then my mom and my stepdad were inside buying furniture, and they were in there for like forever, but I don't know how long because I was a kid. But
in baby time, it was 5 minutes.
I know.
Maybe, but for me it felt like 2 hours. And so this guy, he comes in, he sits down in the passenger seat. I remember he had a hood, and I was just like, I froze, like I couldn't say anything.
You were scared, yeah.
Yeah, I was so scared because I'm like, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna kidnap us? And all I did though was I was just hugging my little brother. I was just trying to protect him. And then I think I managed to say something. I forgot what I said, but I spoke. Candy?
And then was he like, holy shit, there's a people in here?
No, he didn't even turn around. He was like this with his hood, and then he opens the door and he just leaves. And I'm like, oh my god.
That's fucking weird.
Really scary. And then I told my mom and my stepdad, I'm like,
they didn't believe you?
Yeah, they didn't believe me. They were like, what are you talking about? And I'm like,
fuck.
Your stepmom is a fucking bitch.
It was my mom.
Okay. Well, either way, that's still fucked up.
That's pretty crazy.
That's fucked up. My mom locked the door.
Yeah, she locked the door. She goes, if you open this fucking door, I'll kill you. She told me. So she goes, I don't care who it is. If it's not me, I'll kill you.
Like all the old people in Silicon Valley.
Have you guys ever tried to prank your parents?
I tried really hard. So at my first powerlifting meet, I know my mom's like super fucking superstitious. So I didn't want to tell her. I did the meet first, and then to be a good son, then I asked her for permission even though I already competed. So the day after, I was laying in bed, and I was like, hey mom, I'm thinking about doing this powerlifting meet. Do you think I should do it? She goes, oh no, don't do it. And then I was like, why not? She goes, it's just gonna be really bad for you. And then we hung up, and she called me back, and she goes, I asked my fortune teller friends. They said, you're gonna break your back if you do it. And I was looking at Jill, I was like, oh really? Because I already competed. And she goes, you're gonna break your back, trust me, don't you ever do it. So the next weekend, I told Jill, I was like, all right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to my mom's house, take me out of the wheelchair, I'm gonna wear a neck brace, and then we're gonna go to my mom's house and visit her and be like, oh shit, you're right, I competed and I'm all fucked up.
That's fucked up.
And we even planned it to the T where like I know my mom likes to peek out the window as soon as she sees like any noise. So I had her drive and I was in the passenger seat, and then I would wait for her to like open the back door, take the wheelchair out, and then
My breath. I was like, you motherfucker, I can't believe I'm gonna do this to your mom. Shut the fuck up. Like I'm folding the wheelchair. Where'd you get a wheelchair? My parents had one.
we borrowed one. And then we had the neck brace from the prop room, and then she comes out and I'd pretend like I'm all hurt and stuff. And I would keep telling Jill, I'm like, Jill, don't fucking break character. Don't you
Whatever
dare.
you do, don't laugh. Whatever you do, you have to like acting at your best here. You cannot laugh.
Yeah, and then so she starts like rolling me up, and I'm like this, and then my mom has like this metal gate and then her normal door. We knock on the door, she opens the normal door, and you just see her silhouette like behind the metal gate, like this. And then when she opened the door, that's when I couldn't hold anymore, and I had one of those like old man like. I started laughing, but I was still trying to hold it in. I was like, oh. But then you see my mom get all like teary-eyed. She was like, oh fuck, what happened?
Oh, you're a horrible son.
And then I was like,
She
oh
wanted to
mom,
start
and I get up and then I hug her.
What did she do after that?
She was like, are you okay? Like even though I got him completely, but she was like, are you okay? Are you okay?
She loves you.
I suck at pranking though, because it's hard for me to stay in character.
I hate the smell of Advantage, dude. That shit smells. That fucking 1 month treatment thing. It stinks like a motherfucker, dude. Hate that shit.
So I remember elementary school where the school notified our parents saying that they're gonna have a lice inspection come in, right? And I remember on the morning of, I felt like I started to get this nervous itch, so I started scratching my scalp. And I was like, oh my god, he's like, I hope I didn't get lice. I didn't even wash my hair. And I remember I would see my classmates stand up and line, like put them in a straight line, and they go to the nurse's office like one by one, right? Like line by line. And I remember I was in this one line and I was at the very end of it. I would see these nurses take the popsicle sticks and they'll just be like doing this and then doing that, right?
Mess up his hair.
It's all nice.
Damn, he actually combed it today.
And then if you had lice, they'll make you sit on the bench, right? And
So there was a lice bench?
Yeah, there was a lice bench, right? And then,
What you info? Lies.
yeah, because then like if you hear one student has lice, everybody goes like, oh, it's like dude, that person got infected. But I remember when I walked in, so I was the last person, right? And this lady, I think she's noticed that I was scratching my scalp and it had irritation in it, right? So she like rummaged through my hair and then she's like, okay, I need you to sit at the bench. And I was like, no. Like, in my head, right? And then the next group of kids came in the line, right? And then they thought that everybody had to sit down to get checked. So everybody sat on the bench with me. And then a different lady, she thought that I didn't get checked yet. So then she rechecked me. She's like, you're good to go. And then I just got up and I walked back to class. And I was like, oh.
So much unorganized.
I know.
My junior in high school, I went to this school called Army and Navy Academy, and then we saw like these group of like 8 BMX biker kids, and they just started tearing up our entire school. Although we're rebels, we also take care of our youngsters, right? And then this one little ass like junior high kid comes running into our room and he goes, these guys, they threw a baseball at us and they're picking on us. So me and my other friend were like, wait, what the fuck? That's fucked up. But we ended up telling them like, don't fuck with our little youngsters here and get the fuck out of our school. And then we got into this yell fest. I guess their lead head guy was like, then get the fuck out of our country. And then so me and my other homie, we looked at each other, we're like, what the fuck? So we took out our sticks, we just started wailing the fuck out of them. Like we beat the fuck out of them like my mom used to beat me.
Oh, that's hardcore.
And then this fool was just laying on the ground like crying and whimpering. He had like all these like marks all over his face, and none of his homies jumped in or anything like that. Wow. And then his other homie was like, oh, hold on, I don't want anything. I'm just gonna come and pick up his bike. And so he picked up his bike and they started rolling it to the side. And then that other kid was like, you're gonna hear from my lawyer.
No way.